Hey everybody, this is Joby, and today I want to talk about this, what I've done with my build. It's kind of weird. What I started out was that I was going to have two sets of armor. I had originally changed my armor from False God with all divines to False God training. And that was working out great. I was gaining a lot of champion points, but I was going into PvP, and if I didn't keep my shields up, I was just getting ripped. So what I was thinking is I was going to make I was going to have two more sets and just change them out. But actually what I've done is I've been real happy with just keeping this one set of armor. Now what I'm wearing is Law of Julianos Heavy. Let's look at my sets here. I'm wearing spinners, weapons and jewelry. And then I'm wearing one piece crags. And I'm just leaving the Zahn arm cops because it's one item adds 657 spell critical. And the Krogs adds the one item adds 1435 penetration. I was just trying to get my penetration up as much as possible. So Krogs is impenetrable, and then I might change it to divines because I'm probably going to just run 3-piece impenetrable. And I'm wearing heavy Law of Julianos and spinners. Those are the two. Now with Julianos you get 634 spell critical, 1058 Magicka, 634 spell critical, and 289 spell damage. When you're wearing the spinners, you get 1071 maximum Magicka, 1071 maximum Magicka, 126 spell damage, and 3379 spell penetration. Alright, so if we look unbuffed at my character, my spell penetration is 12,182. Okay, now that's real good. And my critical resistance is 1,816. Critical resistance is not as important as it used to be. Most people are wearing in PvP. You don't need critical resistance for PvE because NPCs don't crit. And most people in PvP, well, Overland, they're not wearing the Band of Malakath. If it goes back to that, though, you'll be able to not really need crit resist because you can't crit when you wear that. And I might be wearing that as soon as they go back to no proc Cyrodiil. I don't know. Just think about it. But unbuffed, I'm maximum Magicka 37,154, 28,000 health, and 18,000 stamina. And look at my health recovery is 1,289. And then my spell damage is 3599. Now if I buff up, I'm going to hit this. I'll go over my skills in just a second. Can we do this? Change, and I'll just go ahead and hit a potion just for fun. Okay, now when we're here, I'm 4122 spell damage, 34 critical, which is not really good, 22,000 resistance, and then I'm 40,000 Magicka, 28,000 health. Now when I'm in Cyrodiil and I have Battle Spirit, and if we have Emperor, I'm like over 30k health, okay? And even 16,000 resistance is good for just walking around. But I was in there, Cyrodiil with Joker, and I went into Imperial City. It's great. And you know what, I'll show you guys my skills. Like I said, I'm super happy with this build. These two sets to Law of Julianos is craftable, and Spinners is readily available in Malabal Tor. And so what I did was in my sets I already had the lightning staff and a ring, and I just needed a necklace to complete it. So what I did is I just kept looking around the guild trader, and I found a green one for 1,000. So I just bought that, and then you crush it up, and then when you reconstruct it, you can make it any quality that you want. So I made everything purple. I made 2 rings and 1 necklace purple. Spell damage glyphs, maximum Magicka glyphs on my armor, and like I said, I'll probably change one more piece over to divines, which will help. So on my skills, this is what I need to change when I go into PvE. Right now I'm set up for PvP, obviously, because of penetration. But what I'll do is, the first thing I'll do is, right now I'm using the lover. That's the one right there, and I'll usually change to either the mage, or maybe I'll do the thief. The thief will do spell critical strike ratings, and I'll just go ahead and change to that to get my critical up. Since I'm not in divines, my critical, and I'm not running Mother Sorrow, my critical will not be super high. But I'm going to show you what skills I use. And, you know, a lot of people have probably already thought of this build before. This is nothing like, this is just a composite, the way I play, and nothing original with me. I'm not trying to say, oh, this is my special build. It's not. It's just something I've played around with. I didn't really look at anybody else's build. I have before, so all that information is still there. You know, we all stand on the shoulders of giants as far as build making and build crafting. And most stuff is, you know, limited with what your skill base is. So I'm going to go to my buff bar first. On my buff bar in PvP, I'm going to have Mage's Wrath, which is to execute. And I'm going to have Boundless Storm to get up to be able to move fast, and also to get up my resistances. And then, of course, Hardened Ward, have to have that. Race Against Time. Now, this is the one that I used to use Channeled Acceleration, but it had a cast time. And, you know, if I do this, I get this shield, and it's like an extra 5,000, which is awesome. So I've got like 3 shields. And another thing that's nice about Race Against Time is it removes all snares as soon as you activate it, and immobilizations from you, and grants immunity to them for 2 seconds. So you can basically hit that when you're being locked down, and then if it'll go off, and then you can run around. But what I'll do is, because I really like this, you know, I'll just keep doing this. And you can see my Magicka recovery is better than using it, because I build up Magicka before it runs out. I'll do this in Delves. I'll just run and just keep hitting this whenever I want to run through. I think it's a great skill. It comes from the Sigic order line. It's amazing. I love it. And I like it much better now that I used the Race Against Time buff or morph instead of the one with the channel. The one with the channel is annoying, and I do not like it. Okay, so this is Crit Surge. This is my heal. Super powerful heal. It's great. If you need more healing, there's a couple of other options. And Summon Charge Atronach. This will mess people up. When you put it down, you can hide behind them and stuff. Really cheap. It's amazing. People can do the charged synergy, and they get, as you can see in the bottom here, Charge Lightning synergy, and they get Major Berserk, and it increased their damage done by 10% for 8 seconds. That is huge. If you're ever standing by an Atronach and you see the synergy, hit it, because you get 10% more damage for 8 seconds. It's a long time, and it's 10% just flat straight across the board. So it's great. Okay, so now with this I'm using Meteor. I've had Meteor for a long time. I was never really thrilled with it, but in PvP it's great. Also, if you're in a dungeon and there's like some huge boss, it's pretty good. It does a lot of damage. I mean, 18,864. And it also, I use the Ice Comet, so it stuns people for 2 seconds and reduce their movement speed by 50% for 5 seconds. So even though after they're stunned, they can't really run away. And after the impact, enemies in the target area take 5,845 frost damage every 1 second for 13 seconds. So if they stay in that, it is that's massive. Okay, so I like that. And Inner Light, I use it, of course, if there's Night Blades, but I always keep it on my bar because it increases your max Magicka by 5%, and you get Major Prophecy. You know, increase your spell critical rating by 2,629. That's why I'll have 40,000 when I'm on this bar. This is a flexible slot. This is Streak. It's a great skill with sorcerers. So fun. I use the one that it deals 6,000 shock damage to enemies in your wake, and then stunning them for 3 seconds. And it can't be blocked. It does use lots of Magicka, and if you use it within 4 seconds, it's 33% more. But I have really high Magicka pool, so it's okay if I'm trying to get away. And that's the one where if they're doing something to you, you can streak to them. You know, you can, it's better to just streak away. And I'll show you a little thing that's really good to use. Good old Crushing Shock. This will interrupt casters. So if somebody's doing a crystal frag, if they're like winding up and you hit them with it, then it's going to set them off balance. And then you'll be able to hit them with light and heavy shots and get more resources back. Good old crystal frags. I only use these when they are the free. It'll turn red, and when it turns pink, then you can just press it, and it won't. It'll be a free one because it's casting a magical ability. has a 35% chance of causing your next crystal frag to be instant and deals 66 more damage and costs 50% less. So it's not free anymore, but 50% less Magicka, so it's pretty cheap, 1,200. And then Haunting Curse. This is an old standby. Friend to Joker's told him he puts the stink on him, and it is the stink because it does 11,419 magic damage, and then it does 5,633 to nearby enemies. And the curse will also continue to haunt the enemy and explode a second time. So it's another 11,000 and another 5,633. And, with burst, that is crazy, how much that's gonna hurt them. So when I'm doing PvP, like, I'll always buff up. I'll hit this and this and this and this, and I'll be ready to execute. And then when I change bars, I'll get close to the people, and then what I'll do is I'll put Haunted Curse on them, just while the fight's going on, light shot, heavy shot, and then streak, turn around, and then right when the Haunted Curse is going to blow up, I'll be pumping them with Crushing Shock, and then I'll hit from Crushing Shock, there will be a pink one, and then Crystal Frags. So if I get my timing down, the burst is pretty devastating. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'll show you what I do to change my skills for PvE. I always leave Haunting Curse and Crystal Frags. The only thing that really changes is Streak, and it's flexible. This slot is the flexible slot, so I can change to like Bound Armor. If you like to block, it's great because it increases your block mitigation by 35%. And also, you get 5% more Magicka. I think there's better things than that, though. You can use I used to use Harness Magicka, but that's only for light armor. Consuming Trap. This is incredible. It does tons of magic damage and physical damage, but Magicka is the most. And probably if your stamina was higher, physical damage would be higher. So if an affected enemy dies, you fill an empty soul gem and you heal for 5,639. You also restore the resources, see 7658 Magicka and 3474 stamina, which I'm pretty sure would be reversed if it was a stamina character. Of course, I don't know, will a stamina character use Consuming Trap? They might, I don't know. I'm not that good on stamina characters. But that's something you can use. You could also change it up to Structured Entropy, and you do 16,716 Magicka damage over 12 seconds, and you heal for 1430. Structured Entropy, Consuming Trap, Mystic Orbs, these are all overperforming right now. They're like really good. So I'll put on, Consuming Trap on this one, and then on this bar, what I'll do is I'll put Elemental Blockade, and then I'll go down to Mystic Orbs for the next one instead of Liquid Lightning or Boundless Storm, sorry. And then over here we've got Consuming Trap. On this bar it pretty much stays the same. Oh wait, whoops, did I mess that up? I sure did. No, this is Mystic Orbs. There we go. Now over here I'm looking at Haunted Curse, Crystal Frags. This is all going to be the same. And then Consuming Trap. So that's my... Oh, and change to Elemental Rage. So that's my PvE setup. And the rotation is pretty easy. I just do the same thing. It's like a buff up here. And then I'll put out an orb. When I do this, I try to bar swap... animation cancel, and then from here what I'm doing is as soon as this changes over, I put on Haunted Curse, and then after Haunted Curse I'm just going to be probably putting on Consuming Trap, and I'll be getting heals back, and then I'm going to hit him with Crystal Frags as soon as it comes up, and when my ultimate's up I'll hit him with Thunderous Rage. Now there was something else, wait a minute, it was on this bar. Oh yeah, also the flexible part for PvP between Boundless Storm. Sometimes I'll do what is it called? Let me see. I put here. It was not harness Magicka. Wait a minute, it's down here. Structured entropy. Yeah. Sometimes I'll put structured entropy on there instead of boundless storm. It just depends because, you know, you want to make sure that you have enough healing and you have enough resistances. So that's really what I'm doing now, and I'm really happy with this because with the new champion points, it seems like it's not really that hard just to go back and forth. I could be wrong. I'm sure a lot of people in PvP will be telling me I'm doing it all wrong, and people in PvP will tell me, or PvE will be telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's fine. I'm just a moron with a good work ethic. This is how I have fun, figuring stuff out myself, just putting it in there and trying it, and this has been working for me. It's great. I love to go to PvP, and I love to do PvE with my friends, all of it with my friends actually, and it's working out. So if you want, give it a try. I mean, you can get spinners, except for the weapons, pretty cheap. And if you need lightning staffs, I use dual lightning staffs for better sustain. And if you want lightning staffs, you can look up my video, Spinners Lightning Staff Farm from a world boss. It's in Malabal Tor. It's at that big strangler. That's the world boss, and you get a drop from that, which is a Spinner's Lightning Staff, and it'll be infused. All right, that's about it for today. So please give me a like and a subscribe if you enjoy the content. Leave a comment in the comment section if there's anything you have an opinion about, or if you want to just say hi. Welcome talking to you. Join me on Discord, the most chill Discord server on the planet. There's a link in the description. And if you're on Xbox One North American server, you can join my guild. The guild is the same name as the channel, Upper Echelon Mediocrity. Right now we have 471 total members, no members pending, and 57 members online. We do have a guild trader. His name is Dromash near Firebrand Keep in Stormhaven. It's just, he's right next to the Firebrand Keep Way Shrine. Just go down there and see what everybody's got to sell. Lots of cheap stuff, lots of good stuff. And the way we're doing it now is if you want to use the guild trader, it's 5,000 a week, and you just deposit the dues in the guild bank. If you do not want to use the guild trader, you just want to be in the guild and you just want to play with everybody or hang out or whatever, you do not have to pay any dues. You owe us nothing. Just a good attitude. The reason we did that is, you know, we wanted a guild trader, but it costs $1 million a week for the guild trader, and I can't have the upper level members paying and then letting a lot of people just have a free guild trader. It's just not, it's not sustainable, and it's not something I can sit well with. So, you know, if people came in here, we did have a lot of members leave, and if people came in here and then, you know, they got mad because the trader's not free and they don't really want to play with the guild, well, that's fine. You know, I don't really want them in here. I don't want people in here that don't want to be sociable and friendly to the guild. They're just looking for a free ride. You're not welcome here. Ooh. Angry. I'm not angry. All right. So until that time, let's get paid.